And that's why they call it the Advanced Technology Center. So, what is autism? And please, I did not reference RFK-Janie for this. So, according to the Mayo Clinic, autism spectrum is a disorder and a condition related to the brain development that impacts in how a person perceives and socializes with others, causing problems in social interactions. The disorder also includes limited and repetitive behaviors and patterns. Well, that's basically me in a nutshell. So people with autism sometimes have difficult verbal, nonverbal communications. Clearly that's not me. My parents tell me I never stopped talking, and they would like me to shut up at some point or another. Can I get campus security out now? So there's a lot of, can be challenging social interactions for some people. I'm not going to name any names. For me, I can have very repetitive behaviors. So if you get me on a topic that I'm really, really passionate about, like autism, or some kind of technology, or some companies that just get me irritated, I can go on a full rant. But I don't have time for that today. But if you do want to listen to some rants, go just listen to my podcast, literally. So according to the Autism Parity magazine, 20% of people at some point in their lives will get depression. But people with autism has a 60% chance more likely to be will develop depression. And I've experienced depression throughout my life, here and there, small ways, big ways, and I know it doesn't look like it, but up here it's like a fiery ball of hell sometimes. So there's a lot of challenges for belonging. Let's just say social isolation and loneliness can be daunting to those on the spectrum, and just in general, for people in general, just lack of understanding and acceptance, and there's inaccessible community spaces and activities. So, have you ever been the person that's, what's the word I'm looking for? How can I be a speaker and lose my words? Awesome. So, there's times where you feel like you want to belong somewhere, but you're like, it's like the person who's not invited to the birthday party, and you're the odd man out. It's not a good feeling. So the importance of belonging, it reduces stress and anxiety, it increases self-esteem and confidence, and fosters resilience and coping skills. Let's just say there's a lot of organizations out there for people on the autistic spectrum, but the reason I don't like those organizations much is because they have to label every little nook and cranny. I'm tired of the labels. They label this, label that. It's like they use the words best, special. I'll give you an example. I'm not going to throw anybody on the bus. Okay, I'm going to have to throw somebody on the bus. So maybe best buddies. I mean, trying to shove best buddies in is like trying to shove a square peg in a round hole. Has anybody ever tried that before? It does not work. So, how do you create inclusive communities? You have acceptance and understanding, accommodations and accessibility, opportunities for social connection and participation. So, you're probably wondering, how do you do all that? Well, so basically I would say, don't use the word special, don't use best buddies, best, or any other kind of language. The one-size-fits-all approach does not work. tried it, it's failed every single time, and I feel bad for those people who have more severe autism than I do, because they might not pick up on the belittling of the names and language, and I just feel like people take advantage. So, as I was saying, use clear and concise language. Do not use best and special. I just reiterate that. Provide sensory-friendly environments. Offer flexible and adaptable activities. And train staff and volunteers on autism awareness and acceptance. So, I found my community, and my community, I enjoy it. I go to karate 3 times a week, sometimes 4, because I'm, well, clearly insane. And that's why I re-injured my wrist a second time. So, how should we? Yeah. So, what I'm doing for my business is I'm bridging the gap between the people on the autism spectrum and those who are not autistic, to showcase that we're not all so different after all. I want to bring out the unique abilities and challenges on my podcast and showcase what we can do. We're not just about stocking shelves. We're not just working in a grocery store part-time, making ends meet. I mean, you can't make ends meet on that. And people keep trying to shove a square peg in a round hole. I mean, I really should put that on a t-shirt somewhere. So on my website, we learn about autism inclusion. I advocate for accessible, accommodating community spaces, and support organizations that support autistic individuals and families. That's my goal of CrazyFitnessGuy. And yes, I do talk a lot about fitness and healthy living and autism, but I also purposely created a name so that we don't use special language and talk down to each individual. I am sick and, like I said, I'm sick and tired of all the labels. I'm done with it. We have to label every little nook and cranny out there. And as a society, it gets very tiring for those on the spectrum. It's like, this person, this is autism speaks, autism this, autism that, autism this. Yawn, yawn, yawn. So together we can create a more inclusive and accepting society for autistic individuals. So what I want you to take away from this speech is make sure, like I said, do not use the word special, best. Do not include everybody. Try not to fit a square peg in a round hole. That's what I like about karate. Everybody's accepted, no matter age, gender, etc. Everybody's accepted, and no one makes you feel bad. Though, if you ask my sensei, we all suck in our individual ways. And lastly, make sure you just understand that everybody on the spectrum has their own unique challenges and strengths. Do not try to fit everybody in the same place. Because, like, let's just say, for instance, like Special Olympics, they always, they have a long range of age. So somebody, let's say middle school, could be paired up with somebody who's like 70 years old. Tell me that's not a little bit creepy. I mean, just a little. And then, and trust me, I'm not picking on these organizations, and if I was, I'd probably be saying some other words along with it. So that's the key takeaways for this. So those are the key takeaways I want you to remember. Remember language, make sure people are included for every, and make sure that people do not, don't fit people on the square peg in a round hole. No matter how many times you hit it hard, don't do it. And lastly, make sure you come to my event on May 14th, because it's going to be really, really wild and crazy. I mean, I know it's not wild and crazy right now, but trust me, it's going to be really, really, really freaking crazy. And that's why I got the name CrazyFitnessGuy. Makes sense for me. So now we're going to have a Q&A panel time. And yeah, I should have made a slide, but oh. Okay, so here's the Q&A panelists. I'm going to give the microphone to each one to introduce themselves, and hopefully this does not screw up.
My name is Liam McClure. I used to go to Montco and go here for classes, and now I'm about to graduate in 2 weeks, so I'm glad that you all came here.
My name's Garrett Hood. I'm a friend of Jimmy's from MMA.
My name is Tyler Blackmore. I also know Jimmy through MMA. I'm here